Hello all my merry makers, welcome to another Merry Making Monday. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Merry Making Mondays are a chance for me to impart some thing I know to you. And usually it's knit or crochet based, and today is no different. I know I said I was going to be working on the little jumper purse. I was talking to my sister last night, and she told me that I needed some special zigzag scissors. Zigzag scissors to cut the satin for that. I had to buy special thread. It's no surprise to me that I have to buy special scissors, but it means that I could not do what I wanted to do. Also, sorry for the wet hair. Yesterday was Father's Day. Totally slipped my mind that yesterday was Father's Day, or else I would have done this all on Thursday like I'm supposed to. So I did not get to be alone by myself until late last night. So, yeah, sorry. So, what are we doing today? Well, we're gonna start a shawl by Red Teapot Outlay. I'm gonna link their Ravelry page. I know some of you don't like Ravelry for political reasons, and that's okay. I believe they also have an Etsy store. I'm going to try to link that as well. But this is how I know this is how I know how to get to the patterns they have designed. So, and this is a computer screen, so I do apologize. But they do have lots of designs that they have made. And they were so, I contacted them after Patricia from Yarny Cat Crochet asked me about a tutorial for this one, the oolong tea shawl. So I contacted Red Teapot, and they said, yes, you are more than welcome to do a tutorial on this shawl. So now they suggest Hobie Rainbow Cotton 8.4 of the Cotton King Sultan Deluxe. But really you can use any yarn, and you can either choose color changing yarn, solid yarn, or you know, any yarn that you fancy, really. So let's see, free Ravelry download. So we're going to be working through this today. I'm going to get this printed off, and then you can join me at the table. Alright, so I've got my pattern printed out here, and then I picked out this yarn that I got from either Hirschner's or some other place where they were doing a mill ends sale, like they're doing one now. This is a cotton, much like the cotton that you get from Hobie. I've got a pile of diaper pen safety or stitch markers, my scissors, size 4 crochet hook. This is a crochet pattern. This is the size crochet hook recommended by the ball of yarn that I found from Hobie that is like this. And then this is a stitch counter that I got from a yarn store. I think it's originally made by Knitter's Pride. So I'm going to set this to 0. The reason this is important is because there are lots of lines in their designs where it's like, row 24, do the same as row 8. So Now that I've got everything I need to start, let's start. So, I've never done a full-size version of Red Teapot's designs before. I usually always run out of yarn, so this will be an interesting thing. I'm also thinking I'm gonna do all of this step by step right in front of you. That way, I know sometimes when I'm watching people do this, it's like as trying to match their pace is hard. Now, I do crochet kind of fast, and somebody messed with my easy start, so there we go. Alright. Coffee delivery by the husband unit. Thank you, sweetheart. We'll see how far we get before the 4-year-old shows up. Alright, I just had my start. There it is. Alright. So let's see if we can tighten up in here. So the first set of instructions are to chain 4 and to make a circle. You can also do a magic circle. Since this yarn has a tendency to be fiddly, I am definitely going to be doing the chain 4. And then, oh, the other thing I need to mention is all of these instructions are given in United States terms, not UK terms. So when they say treble crochet, they mean triple crochet. This is double crochet. Alright, if you decide to follow along, I highly encourage you to, again, this is a printer-free, this is a free pattern that they have, and I've gotten their permission to do a tutorial. They are not affiliated with me, I am not affiliated with them, I just really enjoy their designs. Okay. I think I've gotten all the legal stuff out of the way now. Alright. So, I'm going to set this to 1, because that's where we're about to be. Alright, so start with see what I mean about this stuff being fiddly? It's a fine too. What do you expect? Alright. So, chain 4. I might actually go up a hook size. 1, 2, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Join with a slip stitch. Alright. Then the first row, it says all chains go into this loop. Then you chain 4 again, which counts as your first triple crochet, 5 double crochet, and chain 2, 5 double crochet, 1 triple crochet. If you go onto either their Etsy, well, on the Ravelry website where it's free, for sure, the original version is 23 pages long. 2, 3, 4, and that's because in the they have another version attached to this where it not only has the instructions but a crochet chart and a picture. So if you're a visual person, that might be a good thing to have access to. So now we're going to do 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 3. If I could crochet today. 4, 5, and then chain 2. So you know you've reached the middle of your work most of the time when they say to chain 2. Alright, and then 5 more double crochets. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 triple crochet, which if you've never done, let me show you. You wrap your yarn around once, twice, then you go into the hole, draw up, and then you draw it through 3 times, hence the name triple crochet. Alright, and then that's the end of row 1, so we click over to round 2. Alright, so these first few rows are not very exciting, but this is the base triangle, and you will find that counting and making sure that you do everything exactly the way they say to do is very important. Alright, the other thing I like is that they do include a stitch count. Now, if you have to repeat, it does not include a stitch count, unfortunately. So, alright, so row 2, we're going to do chain 4, 2 double crochet into the first stitch. That's all into the first stitch. And then 5 double crochet, that's 1 double crochet in each stitch, 2 double crochet. It's a lot easier to visualize. So, alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, that's my triple crochet. Now I turn my work, 2 double crochets into that first stitch. Alright, I might have to do that again. There we go. Do do do. Whoops. Yeah, okay, so there's my triple, there's my 2 doubles all in the same stitch. Now it's 5 double crochets, 1 in each stitch. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Now we're in the center, we're gonna double crochet twice. 1, 2, chain 2, double crochet twice again, right, and then 5 double crochet, 1 in each chain, or 1 in each space. So 1, 2, come on, 3, 4, 5. Now we do 2 double crochets and 1 triple crochet all in the last top part of that chain. And doing the first stitch is kind of, again, this yarn is kind of fiddly. So, let's see if I can get it. There we go. There's 1. There's 2. Time for the triple crochet. Alright. That's the end of row 2. We're now on row 3. Now if you don't have a stitch counter like this, any stitch counter will do. A lot of people now have counters on their phones. You can print it out and make tallies, whatever it is that you do. Do it consistently. Alright. Now, row 3 has got a lot. So, I'm gonna stop trying to read this out loud to you and just show you. Alright, first we're gonna, and I think this is gonna be our last row just for today, because my timer says we're already at 15 minutes. Okay, so chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Then chain 1 more. Then you double crochet into the first stitch. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, and we're going to do that until we get to the middle. So double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, go into the next one, chain 1, skip 1, go into the next one. Okay, now you can see that we're at that big hole that is the middle. We're gonna do 2, we're still skipping this one and we're going straight into the middle. We're gonna do 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then do 2 double crochets, and then you continue in the pattern that we've established. So chain 1, skip stitch, double crochet into that next stitch. Chain 1, double crochet into that next stitch. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. Alright. So we're still going to chain 1 and skip this last stitch, or skip this second to last stitch, and then into this last stitch we're going to double crochet, chain 1, and then triple crochet. That's my double crochet, chain 1, end with a triple crochet. And that's the end of row 3. Now the disadvantage to this is trying to remember if you are on row 4, 15, or 26. So that's the disadvantage to this. But I think that's where doing this alongside with you guys instead of skipping ahead is going to help me. So I'm going to grab my project bag. Zoom out a little bit, and I will show you how I like to pack my project bag. So this particular project bag has nice little pockets in the front. So I've got my stitch marker going into, or my stitch counter going into 1. Now this is why I like the baby safety pins. Or yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. I clip it on, and unless I'm pulling really super hard, that's not going to come undone. Okay? Now, into this second hole is where I put my crochet hook, my pair of scissors. And then into this bigger hole up here is where I'm going to put my stitch markers. And then into the bag itself, I'm going to put my instructions. And then the ball of yarn I have not started. And then what I have started goes on the very top, so that it's less likely to get tangled. I don't think I've ever seen somebody show how to pack a project bag, and of course for me, I prefer bags that zip so nothing falls out. And there you go. Everything I need for one project, or for this project, in this project bag. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully we can get more stitches done next week. I don't know how long this is going to take. Definitely this is going to be something where I have a playlist. And don't worry, I will not forget about the little purse that I'm making out of that jumper. So I hope you will join me Wednesday for what you're working on Wednesday. Until then, my merrymakers, make what makes you merry. Ciao.